sister slept with my BF of 3 years, so I exposed them both online and got her kicked out of college. So a few days ago I, 25, female, found out that my sister, female 24, has been sleeping with my boyfriend, now ex, male 25. We dated for 3 years, for 1 year or probably more. They always had a close relationship, but I obviously took it as something innocent. I don't like video games, but my sister does, so they talked a lot by text and I thought it was about games they like until I found out that no. They talked a lot about their secret dates while I was working and in college. I found pictures, videos and a lot of other disgusting things in the chats between my ex and my sister. My pathetic sister found pleasure in asking my pathetic ex all the time if she's smarter or prettier than me. She even compared our private parts. WTH, we're both pretty, she's actually thinner and prettier than me, and even if she's an introvert she has her group of friends, so I really don't understand where she got so much venom towards me. Our parents never compared us or anything like that, and she was always the one asking my ex to compare both of us in the chats. The first thing I did was throw all my ex-boyfriend's things out of the apartment. I insulted him in 1,000 ways and I kept the PC that I gave him for Christmas. I didn't speak a single word to my sister for over a week, and she didn't contact me like the coward she is until yesterday when she sent me a message trying to justify herself by saying that it was a mistake. Yes, a mistake that lasted more than a year, and that I should forgive her because we're sisters and blah blah blah. At one point I thought, should I be the mature person in the situation who doesn't let resentment speak for her? But then I realized that I've never been that kind of person. I took my phone and wrote a long message to my sister that I would love to write here, but I am sure that I would break the rules since I called her out in every possible way, and I wrote a lot of personal things too. I told her how much of a failure she is and how she has always envied me, and that's why she needed to feel what it's like to be me for a second of her sad life. She sent me a voice message crying and saying that she's in a very weak moment mentally, but she's still with him, Lamau, and I shouldn't make her feel worse and that she regrets it. I just reacted to her message with this emoji, smiley face, and didn't even hear the long voice message until the end. Was it a low thing to attack her with all her flaws? Yes, but it's lower to betray your sister and believe that she's going to forgive you just because you share blood with her. Honestly, I feel really good after sending her that message and feel that it was therapeutic to take out everything I feel to give closure to that. BTW, I've never used a PC for gaming, but I'm looking for tutorials on YouTube about how to download The Sims. I helped my sister in every moment of her life. I literally fought for her when she was being bullied during high school. I helped her thousands of times to make friends. I even accompanied her everywhere she wanted. It is a betrayal that really hurts and I will never forgive, never. It hurts me that she slept with someone I loved, but it hurts me a lot all the things I read in those chats, how she enjoyed watching him compare me to her, or how she asked him about personal things about our relationship just to laugh at it. She's dead to me and my parents know it. I don't even care if I'm a bad person like them. This is something I can't forgive and I don't even feel bad for my reaction. Now for a few important comments. When asked about her parents' reaction, Op said, "My mother was disgusted and my father was angry, but they only comforted me until I left their house. I don't know what they talked to my sister about afterwards and I don't want to ask, but they will probably cut contact with her." She just said that it was a mistake, and in the voice message she only talked about how weak she feels mentally and that she has been having anxiety attacks, even though I didn't hear the full audio because it lasts plus 4 minutes and I was getting even more pissed off with her just wanting to be the victim, so I stopped the audio almost in the end. She never explained why she said all those ugly things about me because everything was about her having anxiety attacks. Thank you for all the nice comments you left me. Many wrote to me with tips for The Sims and I'm really grateful. Thanks for the game recommendations, even though I'm really bad at playing action games. The last action game I played was Resident Evil 4 on the PS2 a long time ago, and it was because I had a crush on Leon Kennedy. He would never cheat on me, BTW. As a token of appreciation, and because I also like it when the op uploads the whole gossip, I will put here half of the message I sent to my sister. The message I sent her was really long and I cut out the parts where I talk about very private things or when I insulted her to not make the post too uncomfortable because I was really hurt and angry at that moment, and I talked about many personal things in the text. I will put the copy of the message in the end if someone talks Spanish. I'm sorry if it sounds weird in English. I did my best to translate it and I had to remove a lot of parts. I'm not interested in hearing any of your excuses. I believed you when a problem she had with her ex-friend group happened because I really trusted that you would never do something like that, but now I understand why everyone leaves you alone and you deserve it. What you did to me is a shoot and you know it, but you didn't care because you spent a year being the intimacy worker of X name without any shame, and now that I found out everything, you went days without talking to me because you were a coward, and on top of that you still don't care about what you did to me. You're only talking to me because dad probably stopped talking to you and you're running out of money, so you want to fix this shoot so he gives you money again. You were always a jerk, but don't you think it's a lot to be my boyfriend's second woman? How little respect do you have for yourself? We're sisters. I don't even know what's going on in your head because I don't understand what's wrong with you. Girl, I read all the messages between you and you even started comparing our bodies. You're sick. You know that I never did anything for you to do this to me and I loved you. But everything turned out really well for you because he's with you, so enjoy that feeling and the love you two have for the other for now, because you are going to be really lonely later and you are going to go back to your cave, but this time I am not going to be there to pity you like every time I did before. Stay with him. There's nothing that interests me less than fighting for an idiot who is surely going to leave you, but let me make it clear to you that you're not going to hear about me again. This dies here. We are not sisters anymore. If I see you on the street, then I'm going to cross to the opposite sidewalk to not see you. No me interesa escuchar ninguna de tus excusas. Yo te creí cuando pasó lo da problem she had with her ex-friend group porque de verdad confié en que vos nunca harías algo así pero ahora entiendo por que todos te dayan sola y te lo mereces. Lo que me hiciste es una cagada y vos lo sabes pero no te importa porque estuviste un año siendo la trola de ex-name sin ninguna vergüenza y ahora que me enteré de todo estuviste días sin hablarme porque eso es recagona y encima te sigue sin importar lo que me hiciste. Solamente me estás hablando porque papá seguramente te cortó el rostro y te estás cuidando sin plata así que quieres arreglar tu cagada para que te vuelvan a depositar. Siempre fuiste una pelotuda fracasada pero no te parece un montón rebajarte a ese nivel de ser la segunda de mi novio? Tan poco respeto te tienes a vos misma? Somos hermanas, no sé ni qué está pasando por tu cabeza porque posta no entiendo qué te pasa. Flaca, lee todos los mensajes entre ustedes y te pones a comparar nuestros cuerpos, estás re enferma. Vos sabes que yo nunca te hice nada para que vos me hagas esto y te requería, igual te salió re bien porque él está con vos así que disfruta por ahora ese amor que se tienen porque después te vas a quedar sola de verdad y vas a volver a tu cueva pero esta vez no voy a estar yo para tenerte lástima como siempre hice antes. Quédate con él, no hay nada que me interese menos que pelear por un idiota que seguramente te va a dejar pero que te quede claro que de mí no vas a volver a escuchar. Acá muere, no somos más hermanas y si te veo en la calle me cruzo de vereda. They broke up. Nobody's surprised when all of this happened. My parents scolded my sister and she got offended and didn't speak to our parents except to ask them for money. She asked them for money to buy things for her career but then my aunt told my parents that my sister actually used that money to buy my ex some sneakers. My parents never gave her any money from that day on. She's an idiot tbh. My parents started to pay for us to go to a private college and the only thing we have to do is literally study. The only thing she had to do was take her studies seriously but she didn't, so my father got tired and hasn't sent her money for months. My ex discovered the post because he said it went viral in Facebook and obviously he recognized the story. He contacted me to apologize and said he knows he did wrong by hurting me like that but my sister manipulated him and it was a total mistake. I told him he can shove his apologies in the butt. Meanwhile, my sister and I have only crossed paths a few times, but she always avoids me because she thinks I'm going to hit her. I won't. We're not going to the same career so we luckily don't see each other too much anyway. A few days ago she went to our parents' house saying that she broke up with my ex, Why, and that she felt really sad and had an anxiety attack. I don't know exactly what they talked about since I wasn't there but my mother told me that she told my sister that she knew what was going to happen when she slept with him and my sister justified herself by saying that they are in love so my mother and her just argued again and my sister left. Now she doesn't talk to anyone in the family except our grandmother to ask for money. I know my sister is not going to change her bad habits and she didn't learn anything from this. I even think she will get together with my ex again because they're just toxic with each other but it's her life to ruin, not mine and I don't care anymore. The bright side, I sold the PC to a guy from Reddit that saw my post and that really saved me from having to keep paying the dues. Unfortunately I didn't get to play The Sims much but I prefer the extra money. My ex had told me that he wanted the PC back but I told him that then he should pay the remaining dues and he said no, so the idiot wanted the PC for free even though he slept with my sister. The weird side, there are YouTubers who are literally charging their subscribers to read the post or other Reddit posts, at least give me a share of the profits. I know it's a boring update and probably everyone wanted that the update was my sister begging for forgiveness and my ex suffering but no, they are just two idiots who deserve each other and nothing more happened but even today I received a message asking me for an update, ha. Now for a few important comments. When asked if she forgives her sister and her boyfriend, she said, I'm going to go ahead and not forgive them. I can do both at the same time. And no, I don't forgive my sister and I don't want her to forget this and I don't want to see her again. In a few years I'll remember these two idiots and laugh, but that doesn't mean they deserve my forgiveness. Hi, it's been a while since my last update but some things have happened. First of all, almost 1 month ago my sister talked to me from another number to tell me that her friend saw my post in a video on Facebook. Apparently it's even translated into Spanish, ha. For the first time we spoke again, she made a big fuss saying that I didn't even changed our ages or data so her friend obviously acknowledged that I was talking about her since I didn't even hide my nationality. I told her that I wasn't interested about it and she should be thankful that I didn't post it on my own Facebook. She told me I'm a boss and I portrayed her as an intimacy lover but honestly I don't regret it. No one here knows her face and I'm the one who looks like a cuckold in front of everyone. She started pressuring me to delete the posts but I told her that it doesn't make sense anymore because it's everywhere so I just blocked that number too. A few weeks after I made my last post, they came back but now they're not back together anymore. Acquaintances in common that I have with both of them usually tell me that they cheat on each other all the time or maybe they have an open relationship, but they always see them with other people in clubs. I'm not really interested in it since I avoid going to the same clubs as them. It's really annoying because my sister used to not go to clubs but now she started to go to the same ones I always used to go. She had always criticized me for going to those environments. At this exact moment they are not together and my ex has been looking for excuses to see me like returning clothes that I forgot at his house, which I don't need. That's why I was not interested in going to look for them. So one day he came to my apartment unannounced to bring me my clothes and I had no choice but to let him in and we slept together. Just kidding, haha. I just let him into my apartment to leave the clothes. I should talk to the manager to tell him that he is no longer allowed to have free access to my door, and it was very uncomfortable because he reminded me all the time that he is no longer with my sister and that I am a great woman. I told him that I know I am great but I am not interested in hearing about his relationship with my sistery love gossip though, and I just invited him to leave my place. He even tried to kiss me on the cheek before leaving, yikes. Meanwhile, my parents don't know what to do with my sister anymore because she's even stopped going to college, although she's never really paid much attention to her studies, and they're tired of spending money if she doesn't make an effort. They have warned her that if she continues like this, they will stop paying for her university, but from what my mother said, my sister does not care, and she really believes that my parents will at some point give her money again to fulfill her whims. I really hope right now that she doesn't get pregnant, but I'm even afraid she'll do that so my parents can support her again. And about me, I feel much better, except for the fact that I don't go to my favorite club anymore. I'm very well emotionally, and I've already reached a point where I hear their shit show as if it were something foreign to me and I was just watching two crazy clowns. Check out these videos if you need just a bit more Reddit action.